G'day and welcome to episode 9 of our Let's Play of Diablo 3, Season 21, Solo Self-Found. My name is Turt Dald. Let's get started. On the last episode, we were tasked with destroying 2 sin hearts. We made our way through, got confronted by a demon named Saida. At the first sin heart, we fended her off, destroyed the sin heart, made our way through, confronted Saida again, finally killed her, destroyed the second sin heart, made our way through, and finally confronted Azmodan and destroyed Azmodan. Made our way home. We're told to meet everybody in the armory of Bastion's Keep. Went there, got a little cutscene. Adria infused Leah's soul with the soul of Diablo, in effect turning her into Diablo. Made our way into the gates of heaven. Made our way through, killed a demon named Izkatu. Made our way in, had to save an angel from Rakanoth. We had to destroy 2 hell gates to stop the demons from coming into heaven. Destroyed the hell gates. Made our way into the silver spire. Killed Azul. Made our way through, finally confronting Diablo himself, and destroyed Diablo. Thus ending chapter 4, and that is where we left off. How we're going to continue now on, but we're going to up it to Torment 3, and we're going to do chapter 5 in Torment 3. And let's just make our way through. Wow, we got a level up there.
Has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
People are dying in the city. I have to help them.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthea.
Tell Tyrael we will meet in West March. Go!
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
The gates! I must find a path into the city and help those who still live.
We have to go down, but might as well search everything. I can't remember everything. Yeah, it's just a dead end to get you trapped, I guess.
Needs more time. Not ready yet.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets! It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Is anyone alive in there?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakaroon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait, you're the witch doctor who saved Bastion's keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
That is why I have come.
And for whatever reason, there's a vendor in here.
All right.
Right there.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
I see no demons here, only innocent people. Need more time. Not ready yet.
That was invigorating.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
These creatures won't go down easily.
Needs more time.
That was the one.
We found you.
Tyrion, why does Malthael wish to destroy the city?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
We are the offspring of angels and demons. But when Malthael looks upon us, he sees demons.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me!
Okay, there's a book located in here. I'll get it.
This is worse than I feared.
What could...
Never. Your soul will be mine.
Need more time. Needs more time.
And there's the book.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
There must be an end to this bloodshed. Where is Malthael?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
Is there a way we can determine the purpose for which he took it?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
You must discover its secrets. Until then, I will go bring peace to the city.
Now, I don't know if this is intentional or to make up for the small Act 4, but Act 5 is very wordy. There's a lot of conversations in Act 5, almost more than the rest of the other game. It's kind of funny. Here's she's a scholar. She's got 7 books here throughout Act 5. A couple of them are tricky. They're timed. You got to come and get them at a certain time. I hope I remember all the timing. We'll see if we can get all 7 of these.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
So we're just going to go around and collect all these conversations. They're all over the place.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I? You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Be not ashamed. You live to carry on his memory.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Then there's this weird one over here. If you weren't exploring around, you'd miss this conversation because it doesn't really show up on the map. You see that little star here? It doesn't show up till you get close to it, so...
I found him in the streets. He seemed in a daze, so I brought him here with me, but he's hardly said anything. He's nobility of some sort, but I don't recognize the seal on his ring.
The flames!
The flames? Well, he was covered in soot. Perhaps he escaped from a fire. He never says more than a word or two at a time.
And there's 3 or 4. She's got 3 or 4 talking about that guy's injury.
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is obvious.
What's that noise?
Is there anything on your mind, Hedrick?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
I am sure of it.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. The Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either.
Yeah, when Hedrick said, what's that sound? Up on the map there, that showed up that little doorway. So we'll go there in a second.
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Durgist.
The truth and your words are usually far apart.
Durgist's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then it is time for you to tell me if you are a god.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we'd probably both be happier if I didn't.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the order and prove your conviction.
And that was just for a little flavor.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices, but I could not make out the words.
The spirits speak to me always. At times their voices are clear, other times a maddening babble. Sometimes I hear the voices of those that I have known and lost.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
To know why your sisters died, you must learn this, or you will always hear their voices.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
And don't forget Kormac.
What troubles you, my friend?
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are a man of great honor, a man who followed a path you believed was pure and true.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
And now we'll go check out that little area that showed up after we talked to Hadric.
What the hell is going on out there?
Someone came for me after all this time.
My friend Hadric heard your voice.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Come with me. It's safe up there now.
And if you notice, Miriam's not at her stand. That'll be explained later.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. Perhaps he wishes to show you his gratitude.
I am. In fact, I'm going to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
So we got Hadric, a new apprentice. Let's start the main stuff here. More conversations.
Why have the Horadrim come back?
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How did this come to pass?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Death does not devour the spirit. It sets it free. Malthael is lost in darkness. What do you hope to learn from studying that fragment of the Soul Stone?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Death.
Do you know what the Death Maiden was trying to do in the cathedral?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Not for long. The soul crucibles turn the bodies of the dead into reapers. That is the truth, is it not?
Sadly, yes.
But the Death Maidens are different.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Just take a tour around, make sure no other conversations popped up. It's been a long time since I've done this. All I remember is it's a lot of talking in this act. Good. Let's carry on. Okay, this is Maisie. Long. Lots to do in here. Few books if we get the ones.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
Hard to get kill streaks in here. Everything's all spread out. You're killing 5 or 6 guys at a time. Usually. It's my least favorite bounty act. It's the one that takes the longest because everything's all spread out. I just do not like doing Act 5 bounties. Hey, what can you do? It is what it is. And there's a gob. Old Smuggler's Warehouse.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon.
Not ready yet.
And I told you about Gargs fighting on the stairs. You start good at it.
We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
You must guide them to the survivors' enclave.
And our prize. Oh, we got a polearm of some sort. That's kind of nice. Unexpected. Well, which way? We'll go down, I guess, for now. Well, another little area. Gets Lord. Hall of Dark Arts.
Necromancer, did the spirits call you here?
Death's minions threaten to overwhelm the living, so they must be culled. This beacon will draw many of Death's soldiers here, to their demise. I was about to activate it.
Ready yourself for battle. I will trigger it.
Good fighting by your side, but I have much work left to do. Perhaps we shall meet again someday.
You are an honorable warrior, Necromancer. Haven't we seen him somewhere before?
We didn't get that quest. That would have been in Act 2 at Stinging Winds, Necromancers. It's a quest in Act 2. That's why Kormac says, haven't we seen him before? Oh, another little area. Oh, one of my worst enemies.
Needs more time.
Boy, you get a bunch of those in a rift. They're bad. I call them clappers. Contested Villa. Yeah, they just sit on the outside and hit you with that electricity.
We've got to save my friends.
If you got a lot of room to move around, they're not that bad.
More time.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
And there's a book as a reward at the end of this.
Needs more time.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You must come together as one if you are to have any hope for survival.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
That's treason, citizen. You best watch yourself.
Help herself to some loots.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did you get this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Not ready yet.
Where are we up to? There we go.
more time.
I could do that again.
Need more time.
I gotta search every nook and cranny for these little extra areas.
Not ready yet.
Where in the burning hells is my order? Why aren't they on the streets, fighting this madness?
Ah, I hear another gob. Hear another gob. There he is. Got him trapped, I think.
Need more time.
Oh, he tried to get away. Good on him.
Needs more time.
Oh, which way are we going? I don't know which one they gave me here. Another little area. Another little area. Winton Courtyard.
This is not the work of the Reapers.
I think there's a book at the end of this one.
Death to the nobles!
What is happening?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
Your city falls to ruins and you plot to overthrow your king? That is unwise.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Glory to you.
The King's Note to Lord Winton.
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long
Not ready
live
yet.
Westmarch!
Not sure which way to go here. We'll go straight up, I guess. Might have to run back and forth to clear this whole thing out, I think. Doesn't look like it all circles around. It's got a couple steady areas.
Need more time.
Death will consume all. Rise! Rise! Your souls belong to me.
Take advantage of a kill streak any chance you can get one in here. Yeah, see, this just goes on and on and on forever.
Needs more time.
Windy, windy, windy. Okay, that's definitely nothing here. Should go down here, I think.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
And the good old plague tunnels.
Could defeat the army of Westmarch.
This seems to be a popular bounty zone. Plague tunnels for Act 5. Now there could be a little quest at the end, there could be nothing.
A glorious challenge awaits.
Chance to get some
Not ready yet.
kill bonuses in here. Usually it's pretty chunky.
Needs more time.
A worthy opponent.
Oh, it's tougher than it should have been. For whatever reason.
My strike is true. more time.
Legendary.
Not ready yet. The spirit aid me. Needs more time. The truth binds you. I cannot carry more.
Oh, we're full. We're full home time. What are the odds that there be a conversation for us? Even money? No, nothing.
Service in Westmarch.
Being facetious, guys. Sorry. Got some mats for us. Well, that would be better if I could roll a thing on it. How many souls do I have? 5. I have 5 chances to roll. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. It's only 2%, but 2% is still pretty nice. Okay, we know our routine here. Yeah, I'm just gonna mat these two, I think. Still 2% though. Look at our damage now, eh? And something for Kormac, I think.
I will use this.
Man, I'm tempted. Yeah. Okay, the first time you come to the plague tunnels, right at the entrance to the second level, there's always a book. Right there.
The repository of bones, commonly called the plague tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
Okay, which one did we get? Ah, here we go. We get this fire test.
Not ready yet. Need more time. Needs more time. Not ready yet.
Tricky, eh? She's got a weird attack too that hurts.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Needs more time.
Knock up.
Not ready yet.
A perfect strike.
You are truly our champion.
Needs more time.
Wow, that music was pretty dramatic in there, eh? Ransack dwelling.
Help me! They have my mother and father upstairs!
Need more time. Needs more time.
They killed him. Mother! Where's Mia?
I snuck her out. Through the bushes.
There are bandits or worse out there.
This door will have to wait. Kill him!
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Caitlin, I thought you abandoned me.
No, dear sister. Never. Come with me now, Mia. Mother will be so happy you're safe.
And that is that.
Needs more time. Need more time.
Where are we going? As I suspected, over there. Okay.
Not ready yet.
Our opponents may be strong, but I
Need
will
more time.
not stand down.
Needs more time.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Tustin Brewery.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Do you know why this is happening? It's madness.
Go with your men to the survivors' enclave at the cathedral.
Wow, he gave us a death's breath. That's kind of nice. Okay, wants us to go that way, we'll go this way.
Not ready yet.
Gideon's Row.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
I stopped there because sometimes Kormac will say something as you walk up.
That death maiden is controlling the soul crucible, but not for long.
So we got to destroy these. We got to destroy these little corpse piles.
Need more time.
You have called the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
You grow ever stronger.
And over here.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
And Miriam.
How? I am Miriam Jazira, a seer of the veteran people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.
Now they rush you here, but you gotta go home or you'll miss that second book in that satchel there. Because when you complete both crucibles, it just goes to the third book. So you gotta come home and look at all the conversations that are here now. This is a wordy act. So we're gonna run around, collect all the conversations, collect that book, and then carry on. They rush you there, and if you don't come home, you'll miss that book. Not that it's important, but that is what this Let's Play is. I like that physical resistance. And we'll start at that book, I guess.
Despite his superstitious views, Rakis ruled as a just and fair king, who was much loved by his people. He was succeeded by his son Korsic, who attempted to eradicate the barbarian tribes of the north. The line of Rakis was broken when Korsic's son Corellan died with no heirs.
You'll find no glory here, adventurer. Corpses can't sing your praises.
My son ship docked in Bramwell today. I thought he'd be safe there, but now I hear rumors. Give me a weapon. I need to get to Bramwell.
You are brave, but the risk is too great. I will ask the spirits to watch over your son.
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us. But Victor has his doubts. I think he's jealous.
Ah, what nonsense are you spouting, woman? Of course I think he'll save us. And I have just the things he'll need to do the job.
He saved my brother at Bastion's Keep.
Yeah, I have a route that I take.
Paul,
That way I don't
this
miss
diamond
anything.
ring in exchange for safe passage out of the city?
But Harold, that's my wedding ring.
It's all we have left. Of course, if somebody had thought to grab her jewelry box.
Greater matters call me.
He hasn't said anything since he mentioned the fire. He barely eats, and his eyes are clouding over.
I saw her. Someone needs to know.
Her who?
They're coming for us. I heard it was the Angel of Death doing this.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Durgis was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgis' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Jealousy is a curse that consumes everything.
Yes, that was Durgis. Desire was his very nature.
Only through submitting to Malthael will we survive his wrath, relinquish the wealth you've all clung to, and ensure your salvation.
This is a scam. He's just taking your money. Quiet, heretic. You'll damn us all.
Just some flavor.
Could it be that the prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
Did it? It kept you safe.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
The answer does not matter. You live now, and that is what is important.
It is not enough. I must discover the truth.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
You cannot leave. You are needed here.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
I am sorry for your troubles, and would gladly let you go. But with the city overrun, you will not live long enough to step foot in Kingsport.
All right, I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me.
And the main character.
Has the sliver shown you any of its secrets?
No, but it is our only hope of learning Malthael's plans. To defeat him, we must know where he is and what he is trying to do. The answer must be here. I just have to find it. Too many innocents have already died.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I only did what must be done.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
I do not need the world to understand. I know what I achieved.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But a different path called to you.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
You have done well to keep these people alive.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
The surrounding lands are filled with many settlements. Why do they not aid you?
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malvale strikes all across Sanctuary.
Then that is why I hear so many spirits howling in anguish.
Okay, let's carry on.
Needs more time.
Malthael, he's watching you.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
Okay, the cemetery,
It would
possibly
be wise for you to wait
a couple
in the
little
survivor's
quests in
bunker.
here.
You are not safe out
Good
here.
chance to get a good
Nonsense.
kill
You're
streak
protecting
happening in here,
and after
actually.
experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy
Fire
the
chains.
final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Unimaginable!
In every corner, there's always guys in every corner hiding out.
Will the dead ever stay dead? Or is this the future of our world?
Oh, there's a quest. There's a quest down there. Which one did we get? Okay, the treasure hunter.
A wandering hero! Just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh? This looks promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you. Ah, nothing. Ah, nothing. Oh no, I'm dead.
the one. I can feel it. Thanks for keeping me alive. Share, I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
The spirits smile upon me.
Gotta get my whites.
Not ready yet. Needs more time. Need more time. Not ready yet. Need more time. Needs more time.
Triple elites. Wow. That's different.
I don't like the look of that.
Needs more time. Not ready yet. Needs more time.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How is it you know, Leah?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Need more time.
I thought there'd be more stuff lying around. There's a lot of guys. Oh, this guy didn't bother following us. Oh, there you go. He was content to stay where he was.
Not ready yet.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
This is not the time.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I now understand.
When I ask the spirits if this death and destruction will end, they are silent. What do your visions say?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why would the spirits keep such knowledge from me?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are as so cherished it will never... I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet. Though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
And that is just as it should be, madam.
That is Briarthorn Cemetery.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
Need more time. Needs more time. Need more time. What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Who is he?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I see. We should return to the Enclave and learn what progress Tyrael has made with the sliver. I need to go back.
Again, conversations. I don't think we got anything. Got a few items to put in here. I got a staff. Nice. Amulet? Is that it? Okay, let's make our rounds. And if you come over here, you'll see book number 3.
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthagos.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
We'll do my usual route here. I have a little
Why
route
fight so
I
hard?
take.
Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness!
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
Some of the angels have gone mad, but I will stop them.
Good.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
He's been agitated ever since he mentioned the woman. Who was she? Did she start the fire?
We need to get out of here. I heard you.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures.
Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
I don't feel like talking right now.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Dirges had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Why was he so determined? Was it love?
No, but stealing from Dirges would make Zai a legend.
Those who perish without embracing Malthael are eternally damned. But I can commune with our Lord, asking him to grant them a reprieve. Only a simple payment is required.
Bless my poor husband, please!
You must save my children!
Please, my friends, one at a time. Bring your offerings to the stand, and I will grant your loved ones this blessing.
And that was just for flavor. And if you notice, Lyndon has a little quest icon on his head. We'll get to that in a second here.
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages died long ago. If they sought revenge, they died without finding it.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
And if you notice, Miriam's not at her stand yet. And we'll just do the main quest characters' conversations.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
Oh, yes. He was a wise teacher, a great friend. If he lived today, many other paths might be open.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
Death comes to all.
Death comes to all. Okay, so these are the... we're going to do our first couple of companion quests. Now Kormac is ready to do his, and you can just get it from here. But there is a bug in the game that if you get it from here, you could not get the rest of his conversations. So what I like to do is just dismiss him.
The journey continues.
And then you can get it from here, and then just rehire him once the quest is done. So we're just going to get it from here.
Ruined, yet you look I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
This man leads the Templar. Surely he is the root of the Order's evil.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
And we're going to start his little quest.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Then you must fight to end this deception and make things right, my friend.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side. This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
You must be ready for anything.
Kormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
And for whatever reason, you won't read this till you continue on.
You've done us all proud. This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is
See,
at hand.
isn't that
We
weird?
will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Yeah, it's just strange that you don't get that conversation until you walk through that door. They give you the thing and then you don't get it.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Kormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Kormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Excuse me, sir, while I just pick up some loots. I want my whites. Now, there is a book right there. And you can kind of finagle your way in, but then you can't get back out to end the quest.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Kormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
And the book.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
Needs more time. Not ready yet. Need more time.
Griswold scribblings again. It's 3 I've got. And we just talked to him.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them. Lead the way to glory.
And you just hire him again. And our prize. Sell this Griswold scribblings. Nice. 50,000. And let's do the Scoundrel's Quest.
Time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin.
Looking for your brother?
Damn it all!
The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for. Unfortunately for you, he's our friend.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
You really angered them, friend.
I want my loots. We're here. It's the only time we're ever going to come here. There used to be stuff on these guys, but I think they took that out. A little bit of gold.
You bastard! You don't know what you did to Norge.
Needs more time.
Edlin! He's...
I share in your grief, Lyndon.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
Do not fault yourself for this. Your brother was killed before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Bring it with you, but we cannot stay. You must not blame yourself, Lyndon. It will change nothing.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you are trapped within your grief.
You think death is the way into your perfect afterlife? You can never understand.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
You had no choice. The Templar used fear and violence to make you into a slave. But now, the truth has burned away the lies. You are free to believe in what your heart says is true.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
And there you go. That's Kormac and Lyndon's quests. We can't do Irenes till we enter Pandemonium.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering it.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
If we are to stop him, we must know what he plans to do next.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
The time for his death has come. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
So a new quest, so that means we gotta wander around, collect some conversations, usually.
What do you know of this Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
It is strange that Malthael did not take your spirit in the tomb of Rakis.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
But he thinks me one. I stood with angels and fought the beasts of hell.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Tyrion, you look to be in agony.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
Such is the way of this world. Only in the unformed land does the pain end. Do you know why Malthael wants the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
He would not have taken it without reason. If only Tyrael had destroyed the Black Soul Stone.
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
There was no way. But what will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
So I'll just take a quick boo around, make sure all the conversations are done. Oh, Miriam.
What do you know of Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
I will. Do you know anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
I too left my home and my people. I know the pain of your sacrifice.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
No, let's, I should empty my bags, I guess. Let's go hunt down Urzael, I guess. Oh, no bag, no book. Forgot to check that.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Nothing we have seen in all our travels, no matter how grotesque, prepared me for this.
Not ready yet. Needs more time.
That's breath. Repository of Bones basically is just the plague tunnels, just with a different name. Could get a cursed chest in here.
Need more time. You are evil and doesn't. Needs more time. Not ready yet. Needs more time.
shielding, that's why it's taking so long. I'm wondering, because the guard just automatically goes after the guy that's shielding for whatever reason.
I like to think the world is safer now.
Not ready yet. A perfect strike.
That is what he does. He's good at it. I told you I'd complain about my pets. Okay, Mr. Hand, where are you?
Needs more time. Need more time.
Again, if you didn't, there would be a book talking about the plague tunnels there.
The spirits aid me. Bones threaten to choke the city.
Oh, we got a belt. We got a belt.
Not ready yet.
What did we get? Cursed chest? Yeah, cursed chest. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, we should be able to get it.
Need more time. Needs more time. You die. The truth binds you.
Easy peasy.
Glorious development.
Nice pool of reflection.
Glorious! Two warriors against the dark evil threatening the world. Feels familiar, eh?
And another little area here. What is this? Clifton Hall. Should be a book in here, eventually. Book and a conversation, eventually. Get our whites. Well, this guy can be a tough fight for some reason. You gotta go around and kill guys that are shielding him, and then you can damage him and he's on your butt.
It is done. The bloodline of Rackis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
And that would be you?
My grandmother was the daughter of Kormac, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed, We must make a few examples, consolidate our power, a small price to pay.
I will not put the future of the people of Westmarch in the hands of a betrayer like you.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, you primitive heathen.
Let us have at it then, foul traitor.
Yeah, you gotta take out these two guys on the end, and then his shield comes down. Then he'll draw up more guys. So you gotta take out the two guys on the end. My guard's doing a good job. All the while he's after you. So he'll bring out some more guys. I think. Did he just have the two? No, he's got more. That should be the last round of those.
Need more time.
I'll bring my guard over here. Let's grab some loots. Want my whites. And on this body is a book.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
I need to go back.
So we're gonna go home, drop off some loots, check out our belt, and there is, see, more conversations, but there is a conversation related to that book we just got. We got a gold wrap. I don't know. It's okay, it's just... I like that physical resistance we got on this belt. We'll put that in here for now. Looks like we just got an amulet. We're here. I got physical on those other pants. Well, let's make our tour here. Wow.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm seventh, no, sixth in line for the throne.
I told you, this is a lot of talking in here.
Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
We have to do something. Tyrion's probably leading those bastards right to us.
I don't know that I will ever feel safe again. To know that angels or demons, or who knows what else, can kill thousands of us any time they choose.
A caravan to Kingsport won't be cheap. How much would your dress fetch?
Harold, I've nothing else to wear.
Well, I'm sure there are some curtains lying about.
Nothing here yet.
This is the end of the world.
All that I have said has come to pass. Thanks to your donations, your tribute to our Lord, we have been granted a reprieve. It is a sign from Malthael, an acknowledgement of our repentance. But we must give him an unmistakable sign that we have changed. Give all that you have to ensure your salvation.
Flavor. Should be a book here now too. There you go. Part 3, I think, or part 4.
The Scartolus insurrection was led by a woman known only as Tira, who claimed to be descended from the sons of Rakis. This uprising was immediately seen as a war of the common man against the nobles and their Zakarum strictures. During the very height of the conflict, Tira seized control of Westmarch and proclaimed herself Empress.
With Justinian dead, I fear another contest for the throne. If we don't learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it. And nobody wants to read the same story twice.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
Please do not kill Urzael too quickly. Make him suffer for what he has done.
And finally, the conversation related to that last quest.
I bring grave news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
And let's continue.
Needs more time. Not ready yet. Needs more time.
Where are we going? Oh, we'll go straight ahead, I guess.
Needs more time.
Another little area, burning
Needs more time.
What a monstrous creature!
That is that.
Not ready yet.
Our first maiden in flame.
Needs more
Bonus objective. I see that extra area up there. I'm just searching down here. I think it ends just up here, yeah.
We must stop them before they do this to the entire world.
We will, no matter what they put in our way.
Well, what do we have here? Well, there's Urzael. Urzael is just up ahead. But we'll go explore this completely.
Not ready yet.
Like I said, there could be little side areas. Might as well check them out. Yeah, if they're there. Vermin Alley.
Needs more time.
A perfect strike.
Need more time.
That is Sprinter Alley.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Kind of getting used to this seasonal effect
more
here.
time.
It's not flustering me as much as it was. I kind of ignore it now.
Need more time.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Mistress the Maiden. Might as well get her bonus. Wow, I had to put one of those guys there, eh?
Not ready yet.
There is an achievement to kill all three of those within
more
8
time.
seconds of each other or something like that. Sometimes they'll all three be together. Most times they're like this, all split apart, which makes that achievement really hard to do because you got to drag them along to get them all together. But sometimes they are all together. Very rarely though. These two wouldn't have been bad, but that other one, trying to drag that other one over, would have been hard.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Well, a lot of the summoners of the dead today.
Needs more time.
Oh, look at that. They're a pain in the neck. This is not particularly hard, just a pain in the neck. Nothing. Okay, what am I missing? A little place over here. Wow. Should have went down that way, I guess.
Need more time. Needs more time.
Nice night for a stroll.
Not ready yet.
Nice night for a stroll and a whole lot of nothing. Let's end this part.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon demons spawn like you will be gone forever.
Enough! The spirits call for your death, and I will give it to them. Needs more time. ready yet.
You are truly our champion.
That is Urzael. He can be a tough fight if you're under-leveled. That flamethrower thing he does can kill you, and the stuff falling from the ceiling.
Nephilim, I will bring an end to conflict. In death there is peace.
The spirits curse me.
Well, let's go home and
I need to go back.
do some talking, I guess. I saw a Templar relic there. I wonder if that's an upgrade for Kormac. Not really. Yep. I think I got everything in here. Nope. What's his, he's got the block. Okay, let's do our routine here.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but a great evil remains. When I have destroyed him, you will be safe.
I believe you.
Your eyes gleam with wisdom, Miriam. You have seen much in this life.
Oh, I could tell you stories. I actually knew Heydrig when he and his soon-to-be wife traveled with the Vetchin. She was beautiful. She had mystical powers of her own. I taught her a thing or two. Eventually, they were married. It was then that I had a horrific vision of what would befall them. We were friends, but there was nothing I could do. So, I shared my wine. We laughed. We danced. I wanted them to be happy for as long as possible before. She never spoke to me about it, but I think she knew.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
That's the last of their conversations, I believe. Thank God.
Needs more time.
Nothing yet there.
If Tyrael is helping Malphite, we should rush it. We can do it.
Need more time.
Not sure if there's another book. Not yet.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rakis conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
These lands are still plagued by danger.
I don't care.
Urzael is dead. The Reapers will be easily defeated without him to lead them.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still do not know why Mathiel took the stone, and he grows stronger by the moment. Our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
We have brought peace to Westmarch. That is a victory worthy of celebration.
Wise words, my friend. Angels are cursed with a wider perspective of events. To live in the moment is a part of mortal existence I must learn to embrace.
It's never ending, guys. Never ending.
Bryson meant well. Why not let him stay?
He's a fool. And fools end up dead around here.
Ah, death. It is always close to your heart.
What are you talking about?
Your father, your wife, your apprentice. You did not want another face to add to that list.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
Did Zai feel any remorse for his actions?
No, not then. He felt pride.
I heard Liza's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
The voice of her spirit?
No, I do not know how, but she is alive, and she needs me.
Everyone's dead. Everyone.
Not yet.
Not ready yet.
Well, with that, I think I'm going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a good one. Turt Dald out.